Hi Leo family, welcome to With Love Tarot. I'm back with your no communication tarot reading for April and May of 2020. How is everybody doing out there? So this comes as a request from one of my subscribers, and this is going to be about somebody who is most on your mind, who you have no communication with, and you dealt with this person in a romantic sense. So whether you dated this person, it could have been a major relationship, it doesn't matter, but you definitely dealt with them in a romantic way and you're not currently in contact with them. And I'm going to be looking at how this person feels about you and the no contact and the likelihood of communication around this time period. Are you ready? So what we have here is the Ten of Wands and the Eight of Cups for how this person feels about no communication with you. They are not taking it well from what I see. Ten of Wands almost immediately flipped out. For me, what this says is that it's a burden on them, okay? Now, I don't know if they're struggling not to contact you. Maybe that's the case. And also somebody could have blocked somebody here. Not necessarily so, but it's almost like this is not an easy time for them. And it's like they're carrying around this burden or even struggle on their back and they want to put it down, okay? So with the Eight of Cups, they also are trying to move on from this, but this is, for me, never about wanting to. It's almost like they feel like their hand is forced or they feel like they have to cash in because there's nothing left that they can do, at least for this time period. Now, keep in mind that tarot energy is fluid and things can change. So if you're watching this in April, you know, energy can definitely change by the end of May. But the feeling I'm getting is like this has been really hard on them. And the only thing that they feel left to do is to kind of like walk away or put it down for the time being. Because this is about putting a lot of investment into something, emotional investment, whether they did or not, and walking away for the time being. They could also be trying to get some type of clarity, moving toward illumination or answers on this situation. So I will clarify everything in just a few minutes. I then asked how your person feels about you romantically. We have Three of Wands and the Hermit. Three of Wands, it's like they are waiting on something, right? And it's confirming the feeling that they don't want to walk away and this has been a burden on them. And interesting because it is next to the Ten of Wands on the top row. Okay, so it's like they really could be waiting on a return of some sort, or they feel like they put a lot into this relationship and they're kind of waiting on some type of news or an upturn of energy. It doesn't mean that you should contact this person, but it is saying that they could be waiting. Maybe they're waiting on the right timing, but it's almost like they feel like they put something out there, right? They released energy into the universe and they could be waiting for a return on it. Also with the Hermit being next to the Eight of Cups on the bottom row. So it's interesting because these energies are kind of mimicking each other. So this is the top row, this is the bottom row, right? So they're walking away or leaving this situation for the time being, but they feel lonely, right? This is a literal message for me with the Hermit. So around this time period, they're waiting on something, but at the same time, they're feeling apart from you. Like I said, it's a literal message. They're definitely feeling the disconnect, okay? I can't help but notice too that, look at this. So this person has the staff or rod in his or her hand, and so does the Hermit here. It's like almost the same person. And at the same time, they're waiting, but this diamond, which represents his or her heart chakra, is still open. So what this tells me is that they definitely feel the isolation. They could be feeling lonely from you, but at the same time, they could also be waiting with some type of open heart, okay? Or maybe they're working on themselves around this time period and they're trying to get some type of answers. I asked for the likelihood of contact in this time period, and this time period is April or May. So Knight of Cups and King of Pentacles popped out together. So some of you Not all of you could be dealing with an earth sign person, or even I'm seeing a fire sign, a fellow fire sign, or a water sign. Okay. So what this is saying is that some of you could receive contact, if not in April or May or shortly thereafter, because the Knight is one of my communication cards, okay? And like I said, it could be from this earth sign person, or it could just indicate that this person to you represents some type of stability, okay? Or this person, you know, was good with money, or they were a provider of some sort. I love the King of Pentacles, okay? He's one of my favorite kings. And with the Knight of Cups, it could be contact that some of you do receive, okay? So I'm going to clarify everything here to get a little bit more specific. Okay guys, so clarifying how your person feels about the no communication, we have the Nine of Swords and Knight of Pentacles that flipped out together. Okay, so yeah, this really confirms the message that this has been a burden on them. This is my card indicating sleepless nights. It's my nightmare card, right? So they are not handling it well for many of you out there, okay? It's a burden. They're definitely feeling it. They could be going through it, okay? And also indicating that they're definitely thinking about you. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's interesting because this is one of my communication cards, but it is a slower moving energy, right? So with this Knight in particular, this is not somebody who comes in quickly. They take their time to give an offer or communicate, because it's usually of high value. So perhaps they want to come forward and speak to you, but something is really holding them back, or they are having, you know, some real insecurity about it for some reason. Maybe they don't know how you're going to receive them, right? And like I said, some of you could really be dealing with an earth sign person, or you could have an earth sign placement somewhere in your birth chart. But the feeling I'm getting is that they are not handling it well, okay? They could be contemplating reaching out, though, with the Knight of Pentacles. And maybe they're really up all night about this around this time period. Clarifying how this person feels about you romantically, Five of Pentacles popped out. And interesting, because remember I said that I was getting the feeling that maybe somebody blocked somebody here. Well, this card indicates that. I sometimes get this when there is a situation where somebody blocked somebody's number or on social media and they really can't get through to the other person. I'm not saying that this is everybody's situation, because obviously it's not, but for some of you out there, you could be dealing with somebody that you blocked or they blocked you in some way, right? So how they're feeling is left out in the cold. With the Hermit card, man, guys, I don't know what you did to your person here, but they are really going through it, okay? They could be feeling really lonely too. And I really believe that they are missing you around this time period too, okay? It's like a sad energy coming through here, guys. And some of you could be dealing with a Virgo in particular. With the Eight of Wands, there's still passionate energy here. Okay, so regardless of what's happening, they still feel passionately about you. This is also one of my communication cards. Interesting that this is also on the bottom row with the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So for some of you out there, this person really could be contemplating reaching out, okay? But again, they don't know how to, or like I said, if there is a block here, maybe they're trying to get through to you and can't. Not for all of you, obviously, but that is the feeling coming through here. Maybe they're even waiting on the right time to send a message, you know. It's all about timing. And for some of you out there, by the time you watch this reading, perhaps contact does come through. With the Temperance card clarifying King of Pentacles and Knight of Cups for the likelihood of contact, immediate feeling I got here is be patient, okay? Because sometimes when I draw this card in this position, it means that contact could be coming, but you have to be more patient. Not saying you're not, but the message coming from the tarot is saying that in due time almost, right? It's almost like maybe something is already in the works, or there is a plan set in motion, but you have to kind of wait it out, right? Don't put your life on hold, but this could mean that in this, around this time period at least, that more time or more patience needs to be put into this situation. With the World card here, which was the other clarifier that popped out, feeling I got is that perhaps this time period is not the right time, right? And maybe a cycle needs to be closed out, whatever that means for you. Okay, this could literally mean that this time period it won't happen, but maybe within the next 2 or 3 months, it's that kind of energy. Or maybe somebody has to do some type of self-work, could be more on your person's part, and they are literally working on something, okay? And like I said, maybe they're waiting on the right timing here. It could indicate that contact does come forward after some type of change happens, okay? For others of you too, which was the original storyline I was getting, contact could come forward with the Knight of Cups, okay? So 2 storylines here is, so for some of you, communication could come through in April or May, and for others of you out there, you have to be a little bit more patient, okay, with the Temperance and the World card here. Maybe there's something that is a blockage of some sort, you know, like energy needs to shift, or like I said, I'm getting the feeling of it's all about timing. So maybe this time period is not the right time period, because if somebody does reach out, there's still issues that need to be worked on. It's that kind of feeling here. Leo, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. With love.